time for us to, get into how we can deal with the youth unemployment situation of this country. Now, according to the 2021 Population and Housing Census, the youth employment for age bracket between 18 24, around 32.8%. A large portion of the workforce lacks what we call the technical and problem-solving skills required for the modern economy. Now, to address these challenges, a comprehensive national framework is essential. But how do we do it? And that's why today we've brought together people from DTI, which always prides itself as saying that they want to help you to chart your own path. I have in the studio with me Dr. Magnus Ebo Duncan. He is a researcher and joining us today. And also Mr. Isaac Tete. He is a facilitator, welding and fabrication at the Design and Technology Institute, DTI. Gentlemen, good morning. Thanks for joining.
Good morning.
Doc, let me start with you because the National Development Planning Commission aims to produce a quote validated baseline study on the national human capital development unquote. What are the key methodologies and data sources that must be used in this particular survey, and what should we be looking out for?
Yeah, thank you very much. In such a study on human capital, human capital is broad: education, health, and then other issues. So that means that whatever baseline data that you want to deal with, you have to use different approaches, that's mixed approaches. So quantitative data, which be on the administrative data and survey data and census data. Then qualitative data that also comes with key informant interviews and then focus group discussions. And then also review policies and programs and frameworks that are in place to help develop human capital, and then look at the gaps, the strengths, the bottlenecks, and then you triangulate with the quantitative data and others that you have. And then again, you have to use benchmarking approach and then gaps analysis. The benchmarking approach means that you are comparing Ghana, what is in Ghana, to international standards to see where Ghana is. So if you look at human capital index by the World Bank and then human development also indexed by the UN, so you have to compare where Ghana is with those figures. Yes, and then also you do, so for the studies for each of them, whatever sector that you take, at the end, you have to try and then do gaps matrices.
Okay.
Or progress and then gaps matrices for people to see where you are doing well, where the policies are working, where they are not working, what are the gaps, how are they to be fixed. And then also finally you have to do stakeholder consultation or engagements with your results so that you come to a consensus.
What is our situation in Ghana in terms of skilled, labor and the challenges that confront these people?
It's not really good in the sense that if you look at the quality of labor that we have, you see that 62.5 have not gone past junior school certificate. So that shows that we have the quality there is low, because if you have 65.2% of your labor force not having gone past JHS, you know that there are a lot of things they cannot learn.
Okay.
Digital skills, there will be a shortfall there, and other soft skills and even precision quality. How they have to do their things so that it will match international standards, you will find wanting. Yeah, that's one thing there that, and our educational system too, you see that there's a gap between the education system and what is in the real world.
Okay.
Yes. So that is also a gap that has been found out. So because of this, the studies that was done, we have to also do a situation analysis study of selected institutions, post-basic selected institutions in the country,
Okay.
so that we know what is being taught there and then whether it's linked to industry. Yes, so that one too was done, and we found out that it is weak. There's weak collaboration between industry and the academia.
Okay.
If it comes to the TVET sector, government is doing a lot there where sector skills bodies and others have been formed to help in drafting curricula for the TVET sector.
Okay.
But what about the tertiary?
Let me bring in Mr. Tete here, because when he was speaking, he made mention of the fact that 62.5% of our skilled labor force have not gone beyond the basic education. What can DTI do, or what is DTI doing to at least help these 65 people to upgrade and also help us train people who have been to the senior high school and beyond to even acquire skills?
So DTI is currently running a competency-based training program in welding and fabrication, in multimedia, in CAD/CAM, and entrepreneurship. Now, if you listen to him, the conversation is clear that there's a mismatch between academia and industry. DTI is bridging that gap.
Okay.
So myself, for instance, I'm a certified welding inspector. I work in industry, but I am in DTI as a facilitator. So at the end of the day, whatever is being taught is exactly what industry is looking for. We have program advisory committees made up of industry professionals, both from the formal and informal sector, constantly reviewing what we are teaching in the school to ensure that as the people are leaving school, they have the skills that is required in industry. The curriculum that is being run in DTI. Over the years, we've been running the CTVET curriculum. Now, if you look at the number of youth unemployed in Ghana, and you look at the economy that we have now, has the economy been able to expand to accommodate all these people?
Okay.
One, the people coming out from school don't really have the skills. The economy has also not grown to be able to absorb these people. Europe and other places, their human capital population that is able to work is aging, and there's a shortage. We have a lot, and they are not skilled. Can we have a way that we train people beyond our national standard, align it with national and international standards, such that when they have the right skills, we can export them to places where their skills are needed? And that is what DTI is doing.
Okay.
Currently, we have an agreement with the American Welding Society. The curriculum that we are running in DTI, complementing the CTVET, is a curriculum developed by the American Welding Society. So anybody schooling in America pursuing a welding skill, the curriculum that will be used to train the person is what we are using in DTI. So if you are schooling in DTI pursuing a welding skill, it will be the same skill you would have obtained if you went to any school in America. And certificates that are issued in DTI comes from the American Welding Society. So the certificate anybody will use to seek for employment in America is the same certificate you are using. So at the end of the day, we are looking even beyond the national level and trying to align ourselves at the international level such that any professional coming out from DTI can also pursue aspiration elsewhere.
Okay. But Doc, again, based on that, how can, because as you said, 62.5% of our skilled labor force have not gone beyond BEC. How must policy address this gap to ensure that these people are being upgraded? And also, we know that even the technical training is quite expensive. How does policy address the expensive nature of technical training to make it affordable to people?
Thank you very much. I think there are certain things government has started already, because we are talking about this 65.2 not going beyond, and that is
basic.
the 2021 population and housing census. With the free SHS, you know that you gradually you get people moving above to the workforce above that level.
Yeah.
And also TVET is also free now. I've joined the free SHS. So these are some of the things that government is doing to upgrade those skills. But the important thing is you've been given the opportunity to go beyond that side free. Then at those levels to what is being taught. If what is being taught can make the person ready for the job market, then that is it. But from the studies done, we found out that even the instructors, we get some of the instructors that have not had any industry experience.
The instructors are the
Yes.
TVET institutions.
TVET,
Okay.
and even when you take the technical engineering at the tertiary level, you see that a sizable number of the instructors have not had industry experience. You see? So if there's no industry experience, you can do your free SHS and others to move them. But if those there to teach don't have industry experience, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
For instance, you look at those whether precision quality is very important. All lecturers will tell you that in those engineering and others say, yes, it's important, very important. But how many of you have undergone comprehensive training? For the sample that we took, it was only 16%.
16 of the facilitators.
Yes.
16% of the entire facilitators.
Yes,
Okay.
that has had comprehensive precision quality skills training. So you will see that still that gap has to be closed. So we talked about policy. Then there should be conscious effort by the universities and the tertiary education to sponsor some of these instructors to have industrial attachment.
Wow.
Maybe 4 months industrial attachment based on your area of expertise with industry.
Okay.
So that when you come out and you are teaching this, I can remember in one key informant interview on animation and others, industry said that all students that come there for internship, they have to train them again. Because the software being used to train them at
In
the
the schools.
universities is not what is being used in the market, because it's a very expensive industrial software.
Okay.
So these are some of the things that
Quite interesting. We have to have a lengthy discussion on this. But Mr. Tete, yes, I'll give you a last word on this.
I want to contribute to the question you asked. I think policy must change from certificate-driven to competency-driven.
Thank you.
Because, majority of the people going through school, they are after the certificate, the paper.
Yeah.
The teachers that are teaching, their focus is how do we get our learners to get a certificate. That will not solve the problem. If I went through secondary school and I obtained the competencies that is required in the informal and the formal sector, I would be employed. Now, policy must also shift to demand-driven. There are programs that started 50 years ago. And if you go to our economy, there is no demand for those programs.
Okay.
But yet still they are running, and we are admitting thousands of people going through the program.
Okay.
So definitely they would go through the school, get the certificate, but there's no need for the certificate because there's no demand for it.
Okay.
So policy must look at shifting from certificate-driven to competency-driven and demand-driven.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tete. So Dr. Magnus Ebo Duncan is a researcher. Mr. Isaac Tete is a facilitator in charge of welding and fabrication at DTI. And I'm sure that we're going to have this discussion in our various homes to shift, how we do things in this country. But are you looking to do things differently, to level up your skills and get ahead in this challenging job market? Because as you heard, the job market, some small openings there, because the statistics do show that it's tough out here for university graduate, with only a few landing jobs immediately after school. So you need to do things differently. And that's what the Design and Technology Institute, DTI, is all about. DTI offers programs ranging from precision welding and fabrication. You heard Dr. Ebo Duncan make mention of that. Also design innovation, including graphic design, sound engineering, animation, photography, amongst others, and entrepreneurship. Now, their programs are internationally recognized by the American Welding Society, the Pearson BTech, and CTVET, so you can shine here in Ghana and anywhere in the world. So if you're ready to do things differently and chart your own path, check out DTI. Visit dtiafrica.com/admissions or call 0541693534 for more information. We'll take a break here. We'll be back with more. Please do stay.